Hello everyone, my name is Joey here for DFB, and today we're going to be debunking 5 popular Disney dining myths. These are 5 things that you might have heard or might have assumed about some of the food around Disney World, and we wanted to take a few minutes to kind of set the record straight. Myth 1 is that it's all burgers and ice cream. Now, some people assume that Walt Disney World only serves, the typical theme park food. But there are really a lot more options than just the usual burgers, pizza, fries, and hot dogs that you'd usually expect to get in a theme park. Now, while those options are aplenty, there's also a lot of variety in the food around Disney World. The counter service locations are branching out, and you could easily find several unique options including sushi and other Asian specialties, falafel platters and other Mediterranean goodies, innovative salads, and so much more. Walt Disney World is also home to a number of decorated chefs, and you can choose from a selection of moderately priced and signature restaurants with a variety of cuisine types. And who can forget about the festivals in Epcot, including the Food and Wine Festival, Festival of the Arts, and the Flower and Garden Festival. Each one of these offers a huge variety and lesser-known ingredients. These are a really good option to taste and try a whole bunch of different things without a huge meal commitment. So do your research because there's plenty of opportunity to try unique plates and cuisines. Myth 2 is that turkey legs are ostrich legs? Now, this snack is a true Walt Disney World icon. It's famous enough to have its own merchandise and even a Rice Krispie treat modeled after it. And honestly, these things are large enough that they are a meal on their own. But the iconic mammoth size of these things has caused rumors about what kind of animal they come from, which, let's be honest, they're much larger than the typical turkey leg you'd see. But despite the rumors, the gargantuan size of these things comes from toms, which are the male turkeys, and they're usually much larger than the legs of the hens, which is what you normally see. They are about 1,000 calories per turkey leg, and these things have a pretty big love 'em or hate 'em following, but for a lot of guests, carrying that jumbo turkey leg around has become a park must-do. Myth number 3 is that you can figure it out when you get there, so no. You really can't. Unless you really just don't care what you eat. Walt Disney World has plenty of dining options, but not all of them have readily available tables at the last minute. Reservations for some of their most popular spots like Be Our Guest Restaurant Dinner, Victorian Albert's, and California Grill, which especially at fireworks time. Those are some very popular spots that tend to get booked up months in advance. So for spots like these, you want to take advantage of the ability to book dining reservations in advance by either calling 180 days in advance of your trip or by using the My Disney Experience app when your booking window opens. Now, with that said, Walt Disney World in general is just much less stressful when your trip is planned in advance. And it can be a little overwhelming or a little frustrating when dining reservations aren't planned out. Now, if you book early, remember that you'll need a credit card hold when you book, and you must cancel the day prior to your reservation to avoid a fee. Myth number 4 is that it's all for the kids. Now, right up front, Walt Disney World is meant for all ages. While there's plenty of food there for pickier eaters, it's not all food for the kids. There's plenty of dining and entertainment options that can be enjoyed by adults, including some 21 and over locations like Jelly Rolls and Edison after 10 p.m. You might consider catching a show at the House of Blues as well. Now, there are plenty of signature restaurants, lots of fine dining. We've got the festivals that we mentioned earlier, which have a lot of unique food options along with entertainment. And a lot of the places in Disney Springs are open later. Lots of late night options to grab food or drink. Myth number 5 is that there's nothing for special diets. Now, Walt Disney World is highly accommodating to guests with special diets like gluten-free, vegan, vegetarian, and more. In fact, we've also done a video about some of our favorite vegan and vegetarian restaurants around Walt Disney World, so make sure to check that out if you haven't already. Now, most locations will have a special diet menu, and if there's nothing on the menu that sounds appealing, you can request meals with certain restrictions at any counter service or table service restaurants. And this is especially true at the table service restaurants, where the chefs will go out of their way to create a meal that suits your personal needs. So be sure to request a chef conference when you arrive at the restaurant. Now, another cool tip is that festivals have passports that indicate which items are vegetarian and gluten-free. This includes some of our favorite Disney snacks as well. The Mickey Pretzel is a fun vegan option, while the Disney Popcorn and Dole Whips are both gluten-free. Now, counter service restaurants at resorts will have a snack section including gluten-free and vegan items like baby cakes, donuts, and brownies. And while this is a new field for Disney World, they've already won plenty of awards for being accommodating and even innovative with their approach to special diet options. We anticipate that it will only get better for those dining with special diets here. But that's just about it for this one. I hope this has kind of cleared the air about some of the more common myths that we hear from people that are planning their trip. And make sure to sound off in those comments. Let us know what you think. Also, what are some common myths that you might hear from your friends or family that are planning a trip? Now, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like. Make sure that you're subscribed for more videos like this. But once again, for DFB, my name's Joey, and we'll see you real soon.